face full of the Ken Bozak. He's a mentor, that's what I heard. He's a connector, oh yeah. He's a brilliant leader, I've seen it. He's Ken Bozak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Ken bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Ken Bozak.
Oh shit, and we're live, bro.
Yo, what's up?
How goes it?
Man, it goes. It's hot today, so I've been like thirsty AF all day. But it's going, man. How are you?
Pretty good. I just didn't get much sleep. I'm tired today. I don't feel good. My back hurts. I'm so sore from working out and not eating a lot and losing weight and exercising and getting ready to go fight. And I'm so drained, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so drained.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, I'm sure you'll get, acclimated. But yeah, I can imagine right now it's probably tough.
It is indeed. Oh, for some reason I don't have that screen set up to where I was sharing the screen and people could
to
see
show the
what I
article
was
and stuff?
seeing.
Yeah.
Let me set that up real quick so we can do that. But yeah, anything you want to talk about? Anything that caught your attention?
Nah, man, just let's see. Just the usual. Oh wait, I'm getting sound from somewhere else and it's confusing me. It was from the Twitter. Um, I'm just getting pumped for Rare Evo, honestly. A lot of stuff going on for that. Adam getting the influencer awards ready and stuff, and I think it's going to be a really good turnout from what it looks like. There's going to be a lot of good people there. Vegas is, as you're there, is getting really into the whole scene of Web3. So I'm just excited to see where they're going to take it because every year they've gotten a little bit better. It's gotten a little bit bigger, and the Rare Evo team's been doing a good job of putting this event together. And so I think with the gap in between other events, like there wasn't much happening before Rare Evo, and there's not too much crazy go happening after. So I think the attendance will be high for sure. So I'm just excited for that and getting ready to, enjoy that week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Adam's the man for putting that stuff together too with the influencer awards for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff going on for sure. A lot of cool people to talk to, and it'll be exciting, to have everybody come check out and see what you've got going on out there for sure. Especially all the stuff y'all been working on. It's gonna be cool.
I got the article up on screen for people to see.
Nice.
All right, so if you want to give it a read, Miggy, I'm going to let the audience be able to listen to it for a second. It's going to take about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Here's what happened in
Oh.
crypto today. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and listen to this, and then
Cool.
we'll shoot the shit about it.
Here's what happened in
Yeah,
crypto
buddy.
today. Apple Mac computers fitted with M
the
series silicon
reduction.
chips may be vulnerable to exploits, giving bad actors
does this
access to
every
owners'
day.
private key.
Is this just me, or is every single day this same audio file on this fucking platform? Yo, Cointelegraph is broken, bro.
That's funny.
Literally broken. Oh my god.
Here's what
bro.
happened in crypto today.
Yeah, who's
Apple Mac computers fitted with
checked-
M
It's talking
series
about
silicon
Apple
chips
Mac
may be vulnerable.
computers and
Yeah,
silicon
I heard
chips and
that.
shit.
whose
What
job
the
is it to double check this? Apparently nobody's. Are they
Yo,
hiring? for that
Cointelegraph
then?
is absolute trash. They better be hiring. The fuck, dude? All right, let's
Job
find another
result.
article to stick with. See if there's anything that actually works on this. That's so
That's too
annoying, dude.
good.
I almost want to just not use Cointelegraph anymore today. Like, stupid fucking platform. Trash. Making millions of dollars and they're just fucking garbage. It's a scam,
Yeah, that's
too.
wild.
Like, if Cointelegraph invested any fucking money they made back into their platform, it wouldn't look like it did the same week it came out.
Mark.
God.
Ooh, what
damn
about
it.
the crypto confusion one? 4 hours ago, 50% of non-investors don't understand it well enough to buy. Oh, I think it's near the
Scroll
top.
back up.
Oh wait,
Oh yeah, crypto confusion. Let's see. Let's see if this is correct.
Crypto confusion. 50% of non-investors don't understand it well enough to buy. A new report released Tuesday reveals that lack of information
Yep.
remains a major barrier to digital asset adoption among U.S. consumers. The study, commissioned by the National Cryptocurrency Association, NCA, found that nearly 70% of 2,000 non-crypto holders surveyed said they needed more information before they would consider using digital assets. About half of those polled said they lacked understanding about how crypto works, while many others expressed concerns about security and fraud, as well as the individuals behind projects. The survey found that 34% of participants were open to learning more about digital assets. Curiosity is high, but confidence is low, said the NCA report. Many non-crypto holders are open to learning and even taking action, but feel held back by confusion, doubt, and a lack of trustworthy information. The NCA is headed by the Chief Legal Officer of Ripple Labs, Stuart Alderety. Launched in March, the nonprofit is backed with a $50 million grant from Ripple with the goal of helping Americans make sense of crypto by sharing stories of adoption. Barriers to adoption among 2,000 US-based non-crypto holders. Source: NCA. The second quarter survey fell short compared to data released by the NCA in May. The Harris poll questioned 54,000 people at that time, suggesting that about 1 in 5 US-based adults owned some form of cryptocurrency. Related, 36% of Gen Z spend crypto daily. Gen X leads high-value spending. Ripple steps up presence in Washington. Ripple Chief Legal Officer and NCA President Stuart Alderety described the NCA as politically agnostic during its launch in March, although he and other Ripple executives have maintained an active presence in Washington, D.C. Alderety and 2 other Ripple executives visited the White House last week as official guests to see U.S. President Donald Trump sign a stablecoin bill into law, while CEO Brad Garlinghouse attended the inauguration in January and a crypto summit in March. He also testified at a July hearing of the U.S. Senate Banking Committee to explore a digital asset market structure bill. Magazine, Doge.
All right, so
nice.
people are stupid and they're afraid. I mean, they're just afraid of things they don't know. But 99% of people that are out there driving a car don't have a goddamn clue how the transmission works, or they could not fix the engine if the engine broke, right? And they
Right.
just still they'll spend all that money on a car, and they have zero idea how fiat works or how banking does anything with
Right.
fractional reserve. You know what I mean? Like they just
Just
don't
know how to use it.
But exactly, but they're not afraid of it. They don't care. It's just, you know what this article told me
I don't
is
like it.
the mainstream will do whatever you tell them to do, whether they know what they're doing or not, because they can always point the finger at the boogeyman and blame them when something goes wrong. But if you leave it up to their own devices, they're going to be so afraid to do anything because now it's up to them. If something goes wrong, it's their own fault. So they like, oh, I need more info. I need to know how this. I need to do this. Like as soon as you give them a choice, choose between this thing that I'm going to force you to do that you still don't understand, or you have the option to choose this thing over here and you don't understand it just as much. It's not like you don't know more or less. It's equal mystery. You have fiat and crypto. You have to use this one, or you could use this one. I'll use the one I have to use because if something goes wrong, at least it ain't my fucking fault. I'm not the idiot.
That's so funny. But the funny thing is, I agree with all these barriers. I kind of have a lack of a real understanding how crypto works. I know how it technically works, but like how it actually works, who knows? Concerns about security and fraud? Yes, many concerns. I have no idea who's behind most of these projects. Could just lie. Like we all know this, but we still don't care. We're fine. You know what I mean? Like we're still doing it. I agree with all these things, except I don't prefer traditional banking methods.
Who the fuck prefers traditional banking? Who's the 29%?
That's what I say. I don't like that. Who's the 54,000 people? Where did they take the survey at? 1 in 5? I don't think that's
Mar-a-Lago, bro.
That's too many people that have crypto. Like I can go out and meet 100 people out here, and maybe one of them has crypto. It's crazy.
That's true, actually. I'm going to be going out on the Vegas Strip to make some content, and the goal is to run into strangers and see if they have any crypto and stuff. And yeah, I'm willing to bet 1 in 100 people will actually be holding some or something, or at least acknowledge it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting. That would be a good. That would be a good survey to do it. In this time, just to kind of see, what the market sentiment is, I guess, overall.
Well, this doesn't really give me any idea of the market sentiment because people don't know what they're doing, anything ever at all. Like Jesus Christ, like
absolutely.
Do you know anything about anything? Do you really? Do you know why your food is cooking on that hot stove? Like, or do you just know that if you turn the heat up real high and you throw the meat on the pan, it gets less raw? Like nobody knows the answers to some of the things that they do because they don't question it. They're just on autopilot. You put the key in the ignition, turn it, put the car in drive and go. But when you and nothing works, it's not going to make you go, I'm never buying a car again. Cars are scams.
Right.
This thing doesn't work. I spent $50,000 on it. It won't even start. Like, no, dude. Like people just get over that lack of understanding or the fear of unknown, and they just roll with it. So like this right here is this. If any sentiment that it's telling me is the sheep will use absolutely anything that the sheep herder tells them to use. And if you're a smart enough wolf in the situation, you'll fucking survive this shit.
Yeah, it needs to feel comfortable because like all these things again are even true about banks. Like who understands banking methods and how it works? Who knows who's behind who knows who's behind the banking the company is JP Morgan's, the CEOs are the faces, but who's behind, the banks, and who really trusts, their platforms, bro. But it is insane. I think you're right. I think right now it's just a matter of comfortability and what's it called? We've done it so long, so many times, thousands of years, hundreds of years, that whatever. It's just it's indoctrination. Really, it's just we're passing down indoctrination to the next generation. They do it because we did it. We did it because our parents did it, and then we do it because they told us to do it because they did it. So we do it, and then we're like, hey, you have to do that because I had to do that because they told me to do that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, let's break the chain of trauma.
Yeah, buy Bitcoin.
Buy Bitcoin. Dude, my thumbnail broke like right in the middle of the thumbnail. It's in the worst spot to be broke. Yeah, I can't finish breaking it because it's like dead center thumbnail, dude. Hey, Bitcoin Jake 09, I see you in the chat, bro. Thanks for joining. If you want to show some love, definitely hit us up in the chat. It should show up on the screen here where you yourself, the audience, can see what the chat is saying. If you wanted to be in the chat, I believe YouTube works. I think the Twitter chat works. But yeah.
Ooh, anyway, I had a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I was excited.
No,
I have a suggestion. So we always listen to the radio, when we're driving to work or whatever. And this, they do, like call-ins, text-ins, or whatever. So I did a text-in this morning. Long story short, they were asking, colognes and people's favorites. So I texted in and blah, blah, blah. But it gave me an idea. Is like, what if we got like a phone or even just use, I guess we could use one of our phones. But if we got like a separate phone, like an actual house phone looking phone, but took calls live while we were streaming. You're like, here, you can call this number here. Call us live, text us, let us know your thoughts. Hey, chat, give us a call.
Like Bitcoin Ben.
Yeah, like have somebody call live and have maybe even be able to broadcast so everybody can hear and shit. Just like they do that shit on the other shows and on
Yeah,
radio.
Bitcoin Ben does it. I'll ask him what
Cool.
what thing he uses, but you can call
that's
into the
fun.
Bitcoin Ben show when he's live.
That's so cool.
He has
Yeah,
a phone number
exactly.
and everything.
Yes.
Oh
Make some
no,
calls.
bro. There's an article here that's literally shitting on my entire rant from yesterday. $100 billion Binance futures volume backs traders alt season claim. I still don't believe it, bro. This is what I mean when I say there's people at the top of the fucking the clout food chain that are saying these things. Even Cointelegraph is perpetuating this bullshit. Oh, let Bobcat in. I got you, Bob.
Oh wait, which
But
one
yeah,
is it?
it is
Can't
not all season. How goes it?
see. It's a little blurry. I don't know if it's just me, but it's a little blurry on Twitter. The article.
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah,
how
it's
to...
smidge.
Maybe I could zoom in. Maybe it's too zoomed out over here. 100%. Let's see.
And Zimmerman says hello. Good to see you.
Hey, that's my mom. Hi, Grandma. All right,
Yeah.
so we're going to
Oh,
listen to
cool.
this article while Miggy reads it because I don't think he can hear what my computer's doing. So I'm going to figure out how to fix this.
Oh, I've been listening to it on the stream. It's just a little delayed though.
Cool. All right, all season takes center stage. Let's see. I still don't know what this article says, but I still don't believe it. I think this is Bitcoin season. Alt season has a long time to come. Again, nobody's talking unless this article is going to talk about how they're going to put fucking all kinds of shit coins in countries' reserves and 401ks, but I doubt it. All right, let's go.
$100 billion Binance Futures volume backs traders all season claim. Key takeaways. Altcoins account for 71% of Binance Futures trading volume, marking a clear shift in trader interest from Bitcoin. Over 32,000 BTC entered exchanges, suggesting profit-taking and potential altcoin rotation amid rising volatility. TRX leads altcoin momentum with early decoupling from BTC, indicating a fragmented L season focused on strong or hyped tokens. An L season continues to gain momentum as daily trading volumes on Binance Futures soared to $100.7 billion, the highest level since February 3rd. This massive spike in activity comes on the heels of Bitcoin, BTC, breaking new highs in July,
Comes on the
ushering
heels,
in
yeah, no
renewed
shit.
retail interest toward altcoins. Crypto analyst Martin said that while Bitcoin's trading volume has remained relatively stable, altcoins are seeing a dramatic rise in activity. Altcoins currently make up 71% of total trading volume on Binance Futures as of July 22nd,
But that's just
highlighting a clear
futures.
shift in trader attention away from Bitcoin. Altcoin futures volume on Binance. Source: CryptoQuant. Binance remains central to this trend. On the spot market, total altcoin volume across centralized exchanges, CEXs, reached $57.6 billion, with Binance
Damn.
handling $24 billion, i.e., 41.5% of the global share. That means nearly 1 in every 2 altcoin spot trades now occurs on Binance, reinforcing its dominance as L season heats up. Altcoin spot trading volume. Source: CryptoQuant. Related: Ethereum whale nets $9.87 million profit as ETH snaps 8-day winning streak. On-chain
What?
flows
That's
show
crazy.
Bitcoin
That's
distribution. Bitcoin has also seen its most significant net exchange inflows since July 2024, with over 32,000 BTC entering CEXs, indicating increased profit-taking and potential distribution by major holders. Historically, such inflow spikes have preceded deeper BTC corrections, potentially freeing up capital to rotate into altcoins. Bitcoin exchange total net flows. Source: CryptoQuant. As more BTC enters exchanges, market volatility may increase, especially if demand in the altcoin sector continues to surge. This capital rotation could intensify the ongoing altcoin rally if past cycles are considered. However, crypto analyst Timo Oinanen cautioned that only a few tokens might benefit from the capital influx. Oinanen
shit.
pointed to Tron TRX as an early indicator of this selective L season, noting its consistent outperformance against Bitcoin since March, even as BTC continues to lead year-to-date returns. TRX has begun to decouple from Bitcoin, a sign often seen at the onset of previous L seasons, where capital shifts to higher beta assets from BTC in search of higher upside. BTC, TRX Spot Volumes Comparison by Timo Oinanen. Source, CryptoQuant. With over 43.4 million token contracts deployed across the market, the trading landscape is increasingly crowded, suggesting the upcoming alt season may be more fragmented, favoring only a limited set of fundamentally substantial or hype-driven assets. Related, alt season is here. 5 things to know.
All right, I think the whole Binance futures volume thing, 71% dominance though is like that is the future alt season. Yeah, it's not alt season now, but if you wanted to go into the futures market, you could get ready for the upcoming, soon to be, not yet now but later alt season. This is not it though. It looks like Binance is definitely a majority, 50% share of this. 1 and 2 is there, but I think that, what did they call the term here? Hold on. They called it a what? Damn it. Where was that term that they used? They used a weird term in here that I thought was interesting. But what do you think?
I don't remember. I'm not sure. I don't remember what it was. This shit's crazy though. I didn't realize they dominated that heavily with the trading like that. Who's using Binance that much? There's like a million trading platforms.
Like
everybody.
everybody.
I mean, yeah, apparently. No, I mean I like it. I mean I used to use it until they had split between the US and then the regular Binance.us kind of sucks in comparison to the normal Binance. Doesn't have all the features and stuff that they have.
Oh, so, there we go. Selective alt season. That's what they said. Sorry to interrupt you, bro.
No.
Selective alt season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. TRX decouples from Bitcoin, my ass, man. I don't think so. I want Bitcoin to decouple from the dollar. That'd be great.
Right, for real though. When just sat.
I still don't think this is alt season. I mean, again, it's talking about the futures market, which again, upcoming alt season. But that's the futures market. It's not. To me, that's technical analysis shit. I'm more into the fundamental analysis shit. And
right.
This isn't really an indicator for me. If anything, again, it just lets me know, okay, maybe I was right. This is why we're throwing $100 billion into the futures market of altcoins, because the money ain't right for it today.
Right.
And they could be shorting it in the future. It's not longing. Everything's not diamond handsing. This is futures.
Right.
Totally different.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I mean, we'll see. But Binance is going to lose all their volume watch.
I just don't think it's alt season, man. I like that. I almost want to counter trade all this shit and just start shorting all these alts.
Well, there's really nothing else to do but to trade them back and forth. There's most of these projects don't really have like anything else going on really still.
That is true. If anybody had any news to mention, today would be a good day to mention that news. Maybe, we'll see what happens in the next couple of days if anybody has anything worth mentioning. But really, all of the price hype is just political momentum. It's nothing really I would consider sustainable. If for some reason that 401k thing doesn't work out, that's, there goes your volume into Bitcoin. There goes our bull run. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and it doesn't mean that there's new people, making wallets and buying coin and bringing new money into the ecosystem. It's the same people just putting more money into it. So I don't know exactly how that works or if that helps or whatever, but it doesn't really there's no real growth.
Did you want to check out the article about Bitcoin liquidity wars? They carry on, but BTC price target remains 140.
Yeah, I got that one open.
Yeah, I'm a big believer that we're gonna see Bitcoin rally, just keep on fucking hockey sticking for the rest of this year and next year, dude. It's just gonna be too much. Again, unless a lot of that shit, the stuff that's pushing it up that fucking hockey stick is the 401k stuff, the fucking reserves and all this stuff, and everybody looking like they're gonna be getting into it some way or another,
Right.
Steak and Shake. But if that momentum don't keep up, the price momentum can't keep up, especially with all these stable coins. Everything's about to get again. People are afraid of Bitcoin. Not sure how it works, but they know they've been using the dollar, and they're super used to money that goes down in purchasing power. So that doesn't scare
Yeah.
them. You know,
Right.
it's comforting. Like, yeah, it makes sense. If I don't spend my dollar today, it's going to get me less shit tomorrow. So I better start spending my money. That's something people are so used to. It's comforting to think more frugal and conservative and go, maybe I shouldn't spend this much today because tomorrow I might get 10%. Gains, and I could get 10% more in life if I just hold, and I'm more conservative with my spending.
Right.
Anyway, that's scary. That's fucking terrifying. So let's see what people think about these liquidity wars, because I'm a big fan. I think this is actually more important than most people are understanding. Liquidity wars are and have been going on for a long time. My biggest battle has been Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin BTC. Those liquidity wars were legendary,
Wow.
bro. We should have stories written like the motherfucking Alamo about that shit.
Put that. No, yeah,
Bitcoin
put that shit
liquidity-
in stone.
All right, let's listen to the article.
Wars carry on, but BTC price target remains $140,000. Key takeaways. Bitcoin sideways trading results from Binance Taker volume turning negative, and the US and Korean BTC Premium Index showing weak spot demand. BTC holding above $115,000 and strong buyer absorption near this level shows bulls are committed to pushing Bitcoin price to new highs. Bitcoin, BTC, has struggled to maintain momentum after hitting a new all-time high of $123,100 last Monday, and this stalled price action appears to be driven by retail-driven sell pressure, particularly on Binance. According to CryptoQuant, Bitcoin's net taker volume again turned negative, dropping below $60 million. This metric indicates that market takers executing trades are predominantly selling. The negative readings underscore growing bearish sentiment among retail participants, even with Bitcoin hovering near record levels. Bitcoin net taker volume. Source: CryptoQuant. Regional demand trends further support this caution. In the US, the Coinbase Premium Index, which measures the price gap between Coinbase and other global exchanges, has remained flat for most of July. Despite Bitcoin's rally, US spot buyers appear hesitant, either taking profits or sitting out in anticipation of better entry points. Meanwhile, the Korea Premium Index has slipped into negative territory, a sign that Bitcoin is now trading at a discount on Korean exchanges. This divergence signals ongoing selling pressure and a broader lack of enthusiasm among Korea-based retail traders. Bitcoin Korean Premium Index. Source: CryptoQuant. Related. Bitcoin seller exhaustion likely as trader eyes $115,000 BTC price dip. Bulls hold as Bitcoin remains in liquidity battle. While the above data shows bearish sentiment, Bitcoin holding above $110,000 to $115,000 is encouraging. Crypto analyst Boris Vest noted that this ongoing liquidity battle, where sellers are absorbed near $116,000 and buyers are capped near $120,000, shows a healthy two-sided market. Bitcoin
pretty
spot
healthy,
volume
actually.
delta spike. Source: CryptoQuant. Despite aggressive sell pressure on Binance, the recent negative $4.1 billion cumulative volume delta (CVD) was immediately absorbed, followed by a $2.3 billion positive spike as buyers stepped in. This indicates that demand remains resilient at lower levels. As long as Bitcoin continues to defend the mid-$110,000 region, bulls maintain structural control, with the upside potential if sell-side liquidity thins out. The longer this tight range holds, the more likely it sets the stage for a breakout favoring the prevailing uptrend. From a technical perspective, while a breakout above $120,000 remains possible, a sweep of the daily fair value gap, FVG, between $115,200 and $112,000 could provide the necessary liquidity to fuel the next leg higher. A move into this zone would likely trigger liquidations and set the stage for a strong rally past the current all-time high of $123,100, primarily as price inefficiencies above have largely been filled. Bitcoin 1-hour chart. Source: Cointelegraph/TradingView. Bitcoin must show a sharp bullish reaction upon retesting the FVG for this scenario to play out. A failure to rebound quickly after taking out the recent equal lows near $115,700 could signal fading momentum and expose downside risk. In short, the strength and speed of the bounce from this liquidity zone will be key in determining whether BTC is primed for continuation or a deeper retracement. Bitcoin researcher Axel Adler Jr. said BTC remains in the growth zone, as market participants still support buying activity. Adler Jr. added, "We haven't yet entered a phase of excessive optimism. There's still room for further upside toward $139K without a serious risk of overheating."
Yep, he's right. Yeah, again, this is that whole thing. Like, if we keep bouncing off those little dips, I agree. We're just going to keep seeing new all-time highs just so much faster than the last. It's just going to keep happening. Of course, there will be little retraces, but we just keep bouncing right off of them and hitting new all-time highs faster than we did previously. That again, though, I think is political momentum. You know, the political sphere is really fueling crypto right now. It's talking about it. They're trying to involve, you know, the countries in it. El Salvador is getting their citizens involved. America wants to get a reserve, and they want their citizens to get 401ks or retire into Bitcoin and all this stuff. Like, if all those things though don't get nailed down and actually fucking happen, yeah, we could see that dry up. We could see a dip, but I'm hopeful that won't happen. I mean, it doesn't make sense to say, oh, I want a Bitcoin reserve, or we want to do 401k with Bitcoin and all that. It doesn't make any sense to talk about it, not be about it. This is something people have been waiting 15 years for. You might as well be about it at this point. You want me to pay taxes on my fucking crypto and shit? Put it in my 401k, dude.
Yeah,
give me no
100%.
choice but to tax my way out of it.
Yo, what up, Randy? I just saw his chat.
Yeah, Randy's sending love.
And the thing is, if they're gonna do it, they need to do now because there's not enough Bitcoin for everybody to do it.
Big facts. That's the thing. Well, that again, so
There's
that
not
would
Bitcoin
be.
period.
But see, that would be like a straight run, then dip again. Because if they were to do something like that and not keep up the consistency of that like purchasing, it would dry up. People would look at it and go, you know what? They have a dominant supply, or they're holding too much. I don't want to use it. Like, they could over politicize this shit to a point it can make Bitcoin toxic. And this is why I think Bitcoin Cash existing is like a really fucking good play. Because like, I want to rug the rich. I want to make Jamie Dimon sit on the corner with a cardboard box asking for money, or have Michael Saylor under an overpass sucking dick so he can eat breakfast. Like, I want the rich to be poor. You know what I mean? Let's rug those motherfuckers. And I think that the more we they get into Bitcoin and try to make Bitcoin a banker's coin, we have alternatives. We can always fork it. We could go to something else. They could over politicize this shit. But right now, I think it's the right amount of political energy in this space. I don't see too many different countries having dick measuring contests with Trump over it. Like, Trump wants to launch a meme coin on Solana. I don't see like Kim Jong-il or whatever doing the same thing. I don't see Justin Trudeau doing the same thing. They're kind of just like letting us be the petri dish, right? Like, most of these like functional countries that are like very well off. I don't like saying first world type shit. That's retarded. But these countries that are well off, they're not doing what we're doing. They're not doing what El Salvador's doing. We're doing what El Salvador is doing, getting into Bitcoin. I think what we're going to do is set the pace. We're going to eventually see maybe Britain want to get into this shit. China, same. Like, they got mining dominance, but they don't have like.
Oh, absolutely.
They're not looking to build a reserve. They're selling it to us like heroin dealers. They don't get high on their own supply. China's just straight up turning ones and zeros into their own fiat, and then that's it. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
They're not diamond hand hodlers in China.
They're gonna give it out and get rid of it, and while the mining's good, and then once there's not enough Bitcoin for everybody to share, they're gonna move on to the next token.
Yeah, no shit, right? I mean,
Just
that's what
mine
they're
that
doing with the
token, give it
mining,
out.
too. They're gonna stop mining Bitcoin and go mine their own AI. Like, China's gonna start, rewarding people who have, computational power to dedicate it to the country's AI. So I think that Bitcoin having hash power dominance isn't just like altcoins and Bitcoin type shit. It's going to be AI, gaming, and crypto. And all these big mining facilities are going to have A, B, or C to flip their switches to, depending on what's going to be more profitable. And I feel like AI is going to be smart enough to always figure out how to be more profitable.
Right. Yeah, I need to get into the AI trading. I need a trading bot. Somebody send me a trading bot to plug in and make that robot work for me.
Yo, 11 seconds ago, an article just hit Cointelegraph. UK to ban public sector from making ransomware payments. Holy shit, dude. Imagine having your computer locked. All your finances, your family photos hacked and locked by ransomware. And if you were to pay the ransom, and I promise you, they will unlock your shit. That's the whole point. Like, if you pay the ransom and they don't unlock your computer, everybody else for the rest of the life won't do it either. So what they want to happen is they hack your computer, they lock it up, they ransomware it, you pay the ransom, they give you access back to your stuff, and they leave you alone. So you tell all your friends, hey, I paid the ransom and it helped me. So like, imagine if you did pay the ransom and it would help. You're a criminal. You're probably equally as liable for the situation as the hacker themselves.
So that's crazy.
You want to read the article? Let's do it.
Yeah, go for it. Let's do it.
UK to ban
I wanna
public
know how
sector
they're
from
gonna
making
do it.
ransomware payments. The UK is moving forward with a ban on its public sector and
It's the
operators of
UK.
critical national infrastructure paying ransomware demands. The proposals released on Tuesday as a result of a public consultation call for a ban on ransomware payments, covering all public sector bodies and critical national infrastructure, such as energy, health service, and local councils, expanding an existing ban on government departments. Other parts of the proposal include a prevention regime to require victims and businesses not covered by the ban to report when they intend to pay a ransom. A mandatory threshold-based reporting system that requires victims to pen a report with key details for the government within 72 hours of the attack, and a more in-depth analysis within 28 days, is also on the table. UK Security Minister Dan Jarvis said the Home Office is determined to smash the cybercriminal business model and protect the services we all rely on, and work in partnership with industry to advance these measures. Source: Dan Jarvis. Ransomware is malicious software that encrypts a computer or network to block access to it until a sum is paid, which is typically requested in cryptocurrency. Ransomware declined last year, with Chainalysis reporting in February that ransomware attacks decreased by 35% last year compared to 2023. In June, Serduk said the bulk of crypto losses this year have been from wallet compromises and phishing attacks. Most agree with ban, split on penalties. The UK Home Office consulted on the proposals from January 14 to April 8 and received 273 responses. 57% identified as organizations, 39% individuals, and 4% are classed as other. Nearly three-quarters agreed that a targeted ban on ransomware payments was warranted, while a little over 1 in 5 disagreed. There were also mixed views on the prevention regime, with nearly half favoring an economy-wide ransomware payment ban. The third proposal for a threshold-based reporting system had 63% of respondents in favor, and less than half, 41%, agreed with continuing the current voluntary reporting system. A point of contention was possible penalties for victims who violated the measures. Respondents agreed with using penalties across all proposals. However, concerns were raised about criminalizing victims, and whether criminal or civil penalties would be suitable. Respondents agreed penalties were necessary, but opinions were mixed on what kind. Source: UK Home Office. The Home Office said because the feedback on penalties was mixed, it would continue to explore the most appropriate and proportionate penalties. UK flags ransomware as an immediate threat. The UK's 2024 National Cybersecurity Centre's annual review, released in December, found ransomware attacks continue to pose the most immediate and disruptive threat to the country. According to the review, in June 2024, a ransomware attack on the pathology laboratory Synovis delayed elective procedures and outpatient appointments. Another attack on October 28, 2023, compromised the British Library's online systems. Related, Coinbase faces $400 million bill after insider phishing attack. British Library Chief Executive Rebecca Lawrence said in a statement on Tuesday that the library holds one of the world's most significant collections of human knowledge, and the attack destroyed our technology infrastructure and continues to impact our users. US to cut funding for cyber attack disclosure rules, Australia enforces mandatory reporting. On Monday, U.S. House Republicans sought to cut the Securities and Exchange Commission's 2026 budget by 7% and included a provision that blocked funding for enforcing a rule that requires public companies to disclose cyber incidents within 4 days. In November, Australia enacted laws which came into force in May that require businesses with an annual turnover of over $3 million Australian dollars, $1.9 million, and entities responsible for critical infrastructure to report ransomware
Interesting.
demands. The country had
So they just
previously
wanna
considered
ban,
whether ransomware payments should be
like,
made illegal
government
after a
and public
cyber attack
official
hit
buildings
consumer lender
from
Latitude
paying that
Financial,
shit?
but it was rejected at the time. Magazine, should we ban ransomware payments? It's an attract.
How about you just ban ransomware
Crypto.
and encrypting and hacking and make all that illegal? Well, what they should do is make hacking my computer and encrypting it and then extorting me for ransomware funds, make all that illegal, and then it should be problem solved, right, bro? Oh wait, no, that's not how
crazy.
that works. No, okay, shit, my bad.
Like,
I
and if you
can't
pay
get
it,
my head wrapped around this at all in any way. This is the most idiotic shit I've ever heard. Like, okay, cool, you have 72 hours. I need government permission to, like, how about you pay my fucking ransomware fee for me then? You want me to go ask you and tell you, hey man, I got hacked. I got to pay some ransomware.
that's crazy.
And they're going to want me to have some kind of like legal permission to do so? Well,
And
how
if you
about
don't,
legally speaking, you fucking cover the fee, government. You cover this shit. Secure my bags, bro.
and they're considering penalties if you don't. Hey, I just got robbed, and I didn't tell you. Oh yeah, well now you have to pay us.
now
now
you're in
you're
trouble,
penalized.
sucker.
Yeah, now you're in trouble for not telling us that you got robbed. What? That's crazy. You didn't report the crime against you, so we're gonna commit a crime against you ourselves.
Well, I mean, most people do kind of report it. It's just they want you to have permission to
yeah.
pay it.
That's
Because
crazy.
everybody goes to the cops. They're like, I don't know what just happened, but my computer,
right.
somebody help me. And every police
like, sorry.
conversation is, yeah, sorry, nothing we can do for you. Now it's
Yeah.
just like, well, why don't you come on in, have a conversation with the detective. If you do plan on paying it, let us know. And fuck you. Why don't
Right.
you pay it then?
Let us know. Write it down and give us a little, paragraph about it and your
I'm not
ID and
telling you what
information.
wallets I
Like,
use.
what? Yeah.
I'm not doxing
That's
my
insane.
wallets. Just
And if
because
you
I have to pay
don't,
ransomware.
we're gonna penalize you too. Think what?
Yeah, down
That's very
here it
cool.
said somewhere people agree with this shit. I
Yeah.
don't- Where was
So
that
yeah,
at
some
again?
people agree on penalties. It's a little bit up on that little graph. Respondents' views on appropriate measures for non-compliance with the targeted ban. Some respondents agreed penalties were necessary, but they couldn't decide on what kind of penalties.
How
They're like,
about
yeah, we
none?
should be punished, but we don't know how we should punish ourselves.
None. I think this is Darwinism. The
7%
punishment is in
for
the act.
none.
There's nothing you can do about it. This is insane. I mean, this to me is like making Kevlar vests illegal
Right.
in Detroit. Like, oh, you can't walk around the city of Detroit with a bulletproof vest on. That's illegal. Motherfucker, you know how many stray bullets there are in this hood? Like,
Right.
fuck you, bro. Like, I'm wearing my Supreme bulletproof vest and there ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't wear that vest. You're under arrest. We'd rather you just get shot.
Well, what's crazy is that if this is the concern, they're gonna create this, crazy situation that could come with penalties with non-compliance. It's like, well, what about you just teach people to have better cybersecurity?
Yeah. Put
Have
this
free
in public
have free
schooling.
classes. Yeah, have some free classes on your website. Hold some courses at your, IRL. Teach people how to protect themselves on their computer. Not to be using, random sites, not to be clicking links, how to recognize stuff. Like that's teachable. You could teach people to recognize those kind of things and to be cautious of it. Like, hey, double think, think before you click on that. Like, maybe pause. Is this real or not? That people can learn that shit, and that's like instead of that, like just teach them how to not get, fucked over online.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to happen though. They just want to
Yeah.
figure out ways to find people and get
Yeah,
money out of
punish
people
them.
instead of help them. Yeah, exactly. Punish the people who are
Extort
already hurt.
people that are already
Kick them
getting
while they're
extorted.
down. That's
Yeah,
that's the whole government's motto. Kick them while they're down and see if any
literally.
money falls out their pocket.
Bro, it's just like, okay, so I got into a car accident. My car got messed up a while back, and we called the police to write a report, whatever. The lady in front of me had literally no damage on the back of her bumper because it was like super solid, and I barely did it in like bumper to bumper traffic. Anyways, long story short, I got a ticket for getting in a car accident because there was we had to call the police. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I have to do this. Like, this is just part of the law. Like, because you called me from here and you got into a car accident, it's your fault. You got a ticket.
Wow, yeah. It's like that in Philly too. When I was in Philly, the last time I was there, somebody I knew was in a car accident, and we were like called the police, and they were basically like, "Are you sure you want us to come out?" And we're like, "The fuck does that even mean? Like, are you sure you want us to? Should you?" And they're like, "Well, we don't anymore." So like in Philly, if you call the police for a car accident and like nobody's hurt or injured or dead or dying, they don't show up, bro. Like, it's up to you to take pictures with your smartphone, submit that evidence to your insurance company, make the claim yourself, and that's it. They don't need 100%. A police report anymore because you have a smartphone. You can take a picture of the fucking incident and then move your car out of the fucking traffic, please.
Right.
I hate people that get into a car
just
accident
sit there
and they just stand there, stare with their hands on their hips, like. For like 20
would you look
minutes,
at that?
Would you look at that? Yeah, dude, it's like, what the fuck? We all looked at it. We see it. Move that shit now.
But it's like the same thing. So I got into an accident, minor bumper shit, but my car got messed up. Her car didn't get messed up. So I got into an accident, messed up my car, and then I got a ticket that I had to pay. It's like $400 or $500, for getting in a car accident. Yeah.
How do you beat that? There has to be a way to beat that. There's got to be like a local small town lawyer that you can find that's like, all you have to do is show up and say some words, because that's stupid.
No, it's just a ticket. Yeah, you have to
money.
pay it. And if you don't pay it, you get a warrant.
I'll take the warrant then. Then I'll fight the warrant. Like, exactly. But when they start extorting for money.
Okay, to be honest, that's the status I'm at right now. I didn't pay it.
Oh, good shit.
That.
Respect. That's extortion, bro.
That it is. I got into a car. It's like, when I get the money, I'll pay it, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon. And who knows when I have the money for it.
Well, how about this? That's ransom. That's ransomware. How about we make that illegal? What they're doing to you?
Oh, I gotta report
financial
this.
Extortion. Yes,
report
this. At least report it before you buy it, bro. Exactly. You're being extorted by your own municipality. That's literally what's happening. Oh gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, there has to be a 3-page book that you could read on law that could brush you up on like a magic spell to say in the courtroom, and then the judge just turns into a frog and you're out of there.
I'll be like, I'm poor.
That's it.
You just have to throw me in jail to pay it off, I guess. It's like
I guess
4
I'll
days.
Work this off. Well, wait, where are you? I bet they do have
in
a
Oklahoma
work release program. Yeah, they do. I guarantee Oklahoma has a work release program.
Give me a day's worth of work and I'll pay it off. Done.
That's $7 a day, and that's like the most money you could make if you're like.
That's what I'm saying. You could sit in jail. In jail, it's like $100, $250 a day.
Yeah.
Just sitting in there. So like, I'll just sit in jail for a week.
Child support off doing that. One of my friends went to jail for like 3 weeks to pay off child support, but like he works it out with the baby mama. Either way, she gets the money from the state. He just ain't giving it to them, and he just goes on 3-week vacations to county every once in a while to like pay it off with. It's so weird, dude. We have an article here I wanted to cover before we wrap things up.
Yeah, for sure.
A boom in RWA tokenization. Expected after passing of Genesis Act. 100%. This is what I was thinking about more so than like stable coins, Ripple, XRP, all that shit everybody was talking about. When the Genesis Act was like, boom, sign, take a picture with it, it's happening. This is what I was like, oh yeah, this is RWAs. This is real world assets getting tokenized, getting that like thumbs up, but without kind of putting too much of a spotlight on it. Like, again, all these people in positions of power with so much money that if they move it wrong, it makes their next investment dumb. So like they can kind of like pump the market on themselves and make their next investment kind of like, well, I screwed myself. I should have been more silent. This is why Michael Saylor and Jamie Dimon called Bitcoin a scam for 10 years before they got in. You know what I mean? Like, duh. So RWAs being tokenized is pretty much the same shit. You're probably going to hear for about 2 years now that this is going to be a scam. This is going to be stupid. Don't buy RWAs that are tokenized. And meanwhile, fucking, again, Jamie Dimon and fucking Michael Saylor are just gobbling it all up to make you look stupid a couple years later when they own it all and they're selling it back to you when it's not a scam anymore. So fuck them. Get some RWAs the moment you can. I don't give a shit if it's like a parking spot. Somewhere that sells a VIP parking space as an RWA, I'm buying it. I don't give a shit. But yeah, we're going to listen to this article here. It was just posted 5 hours ago. I think, the Genesis Act was the best thing for RWAs, and this is going to be the next thing all these 1%ers are going to call a scam while they're sitting here gobbling up real-world assets that are tokenized, just like they did in the literal real world. Oh, you don't want to buy land here in this city. You don't want to buy land here in this town.
Right,
oh, that's a swamp. That's a swamp. And they buy it all up. They fucking commercialize it, and then they rent the land out to you for the rest of your life because you can't buy it. They bought it. You should have bought the swamp land while there was land to buy. Stupid.
Yep.
All right, anyway, RWAs, here we go.
Boom in RWA tokenization expected after passing of Genius Act, Aptos exec. Real-world asset, RWA, tokenization, is rapidly emerging as one of Wall Street's most promising innovations, and with the recent passage of pro-industry legislation, particularly the U.S. Genius Act, growth in the sector is poised to accelerate, according to Aptos Labs' newly appointed Chief Business Officer, Solomon Tesfaye. In a conversation with Cointelegraph ahead of the landmark passage of the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins, Genius Act, Tesfaye emphasized the legislation's appeal to institutional players, increasingly signaling intent to enter the crypto space. We're seeing more open dialogue between policymakers and Web3 leaders that is shaping legislation and giving institutions more confidence to commit to longer digital asset roadmaps, Tesfaye said. More specifically, the Genius Act is one of the strongest signals that Congress is ready to support responsible blockchain innovation. Following some political holdouts during the Republicans' Crypto Week, the U.S. House of Representatives passed the Genius Act, along with 2 other crypto-related bills, last Thursday.
Yeah, but those
The legislation, which establishes a regulatory framework for the $260 billion stablecoin market, was signed into law by U.S. President Donald Trump on Friday. An excerpt from U.S. President Donald Trump's fact sheet on the Genius Act, released July 18. Source: White House. While stablecoins are often excluded from RWA industry metrics, many are backed by government bonds and other tangible assets, effectively classifying them as RWAs. Stablecoins are also widely regarded as a key on-ramp for tokenization's future growth, offering predictability, lower transaction costs, greater liquidity, and a bridge between traditional finance and decentralized finance, DeFi. The total value of stablecoins has increased by nearly $3 billion over the past 7 days, reaching over $261 billion. Source: DeFi Llama. According to Tesfaye, a favorable regulatory environment in the U.S. will be a major catalyst for the continued evolution and adoption of tokenized assets. Related, Genius Act blocks big tech, banks from dominating stablecoins, Circle exec. RWA growth beyond private credit, U.S. Treasury debt. To date, much of the growth in tokenized assets has been concentrated in private credit and U.S. Treasury debt. According to a recent report co-authored by Redstone, Gauntlet and RWA, XYZ, private credit made up nearly 60% of the RWA market as of June, with tokenized U.S. Treasuries comprising the second largest segment at approximately 28%. Total RWA value by category. Source: RWA, XYZ. The initial adoption of tokenization has been centered on bringing legacy financial assets onto modern digital rails, and treasuries and private credit are perfect starting points. On-chain, they settle faster, trade easier, and can easily be fractionalized, said Tesfaye, adding, looking ahead, it's not hard to imagine a future where RWAs expand into more complex asset classes like derivatives, IP, or esoteric asset classes. As the financial infrastructure matures, it won't just be about access or efficiency. It will be centered on unlocking entirely new financial products and global participation. Aptos is emerging as hub for RWA activity. As Cointelegraph recently reported, the value of tokenized RWAs on the Aptos blockchain eclipsed $540 million in late June, led by issuers such as Berkeley Square of the Pact Consortium and BlackRock's Buidl, which expanded to Aptos less than a year ago. Related, experts say just a starting point as crypto weekends on a high note.
Okay. Yeah, dude. RWAs are the future. It is what it is. I think that the issues, though, that will come from tokenizing RWAs are going to be interesting. I think they're going to have to figure out like how to reissue things, how to void things. You get hacked and your wallet gets swiped, or you get phished. And all like imagine Century 21, the real estate company. You know, they have MetaMask. They're logging into a thing. They get phished. Now, all of Century 21's houses and properties are owned by some random hacker dude, right? And at this point, it's illegal for them to pay the ransom. So they're not even allowed to pay the ransom to get their shit back, right? So they have to reissue those tokens and then redistribute them, have them acknowledged by the smart contracts, have the IoT that's probably in place that will let you use that asset to unlock the door to get into the property or whatever the case may be, whatever the utility is that comes from the RWA. That all has to go into effect. Somebody's got to make a company that takes care of that. Like that doesn't exist yet. There's nobody doing that yet.
Ooh, let's start it.
There's a lot of dots that need to be connected by a lot of money, a lot of infrastructure, dude. Like we're really building skylines and skyscrapers on islands where there's no bridges to connect these epic islands. We have islands with skyscrapers that go miles into the clouds, but we can't hop from island to island. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll have to see
infrastructure.
What Stellar's doing. You know, they said that they've been doing RWAs and they've been holding it down for the last 10 years, just building. So hopefully they'll, you know, have something good, you know, an answer for that at least, or at least a road to that answer.
You know, I will say that they didn't stroke and toke. They didn't token, you know, they didn't really say anything about Stellar or Ripple or anybody that's getting into RWAs. This is actually a really good article. Shout out to Sam.
Yeah, it's good information. I want to do one shout out for the article right below this one. It's about PNC Bank. So if you scroll down a little bit right below, it says PNC Bank to launch crypto. Yeah, they were shutting those down in Ohio when I used to live up there. So it's crazy to see, you know, them bouncing back to offer crypto services or whatever, or talk about it at least.
Yo, let's go. You know what that means? You know what I'm seeing, what I'm reading?
That's what I'm talking about.
Coinbase just acquired PNC Bank.
Yeah, probably. I mean, literally. Yeah, literally. PNC, like I said, PNC was shutting down in Ohio and other states to save themselves. You know, they were closing down to, you know, to preserve themselves, and so
that's really
here they are now, being like, hey, you know what? Fuck it, we're gonna do stuff with the bank, with the crypto now. Which, why not? You know, especially if Coinbase is gonna help, you know, provide that. Yeah, Coinbase has got a bank.
It's only a 2.5 minute listen. Do you want to talk about this before we wrap it up?
Oh yeah, sure.
PNC Bank to launch crypto trading via Coinbase partnership. PNC Bank is set to offer crypto services to clients through a new partnership with Coinbase, following the signing of federal crypto legislation. PNC Bank announced its crypto move on Tuesday. With Coinbase support, the U.S. bank will offer its clients the ability to buy, sell, and hold digital assets without logging out of their accounts. The move will be made possible through Coinbase's crypto as a service platform. In turn, PNC Bank will offer Coinbase some of its banking services. In a statement, PNC Chairman and CEO William Demchek said that partnering with Coinbase speeds up the bank's ability to bring crypto financial solutions to its clients. The bank cited a growing demand for access to digital assets on its platform. PNC share price. Source: Google Finance. According to its Q2 2025 earnings report, PNC Bank had $421 billion in client assets under management at the end of the quarter. It serves both retail and institutional clients, including corporations and government agencies. PNC Financial Services Group, the parent company of PNC Bank, was up 0.59% on the day Tuesday at time of publication, according to Google Finance. Coinbase's crypto as a service platform offers custodial, brokerage, and payment services for institutions. The partnership comes days after U.S. President Donald Trump signed the Genius Act into law, a bill that regulates stablecoins and their issuers in the United States. Related, PNC Bank using Ripple's Current, is interest in blockchain rising? PNC Bank joins other institutions in crypto fervor. PNC Bank's entrance into the crypto market comes as financial institutions, including banks, are becoming increasingly tied to digital assets. On July 15th, traditional banks JP Morgan Chase and Citigroup announced plans to be involved in stablecoins, cryptocurrencies pegged to a fiat currency. On Wednesday, Bank of America announced its stablecoin move. The moves come amid increased regulatory clarity in the United States and a bullish uptick for certain cryptocurrencies. Over the past month, Bitcoin, BTC, is up 21%, Ether, ETH 70%, and XRP, 81% according to CoinGecko. Congress is currently weighing a market structure bill that could lead to more regulatory certainty for crypto assets, giving crypto companies and institutions more confidence about Web3 in the U.S. Magazine, Bitcoin versus stablecoins showdown looms as Genius Act nears.
All right. First off, I want to say epic username in the chat. Deleted account.
Yeah, I was about to say, yo, what up,
Such
deleted
a
account?
good username, dude. So good, bro. Deleted account. Shit, that's clever. I like that. Yeah, hi, bro. So as far as this goes, I really think this was better for PNC than it was for Coinbase. Really, I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
Coinbase is the Lamborghini. The bank is the horse. I guess we could tie the horse to the Lambo for now and see how it feels. But eventually, that horse is going to have to get in the trunk, and the Lambo's just going to have to tow it, right? So.
Right.
You actually know me? Oh, fuck, I do? That's cool. All right, well, next time I see you in person, just give me a small hint and just go like, boo, or something. You know what I mean? And I'll remember like, oh, aha, that was the ghosty guy, deleted account.
He's going to have a shirt that says deleted account.
What's your name? I deleted it.
Deleted name. That's funny. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't realize the other banks are going to be playing too. So I guess the banks are coming to play with stablecoins for now.
They have no choice, man. They're all fucking dying, bro. They're dinosaurs. Right. Tower Records, 100%. Blockbuster, banks. Like, we have seen so many industry giants die in my lifetime, bro. Like, more so than any other. Like, Rolex is still around from when they were the shit. But, like, we don't have anything like that from my lifetime. It's just going to keep changing type shit, man. Like, dude, the internet ain't even the same internet no more, bro. Like, it's not. It's Web 3. We had Web 1 and 2. Now we're up to 3. I don't know what the heck. We already had people talking about Web 4. I still don't understand Web 4. I don't even understand the concept of Web 4.
It's like the movies when you go to the 4D, you get water sprayed on you. And
so
shit like that.
Or
your seat shaking.
It just.
Or you're sitting in your seat shaking and you shit, you moving around like your desk. That's Web 4. Oh my god, that's gross.
WCC McDonald's. All
Whack Arnold's.
Let me smoke on that. It'll dawn on me mid-blunt.
Whack Arnold's.
I guess we'll wrap things up here. I guess the moral of the story is get a PNC bank account because at least it looks like PNC will be one of the banks around a little bit longer than the rest. Coinbase,
they're smaller
floating devices for banks right now, so good for them.
Yeah, and they're smaller banks. So I mean, I've always like they're almost like a what do they call the credit unions type, but they're not that small. But or you know what I mean. But yeah, cool. It's good news. There were some good news articles today.
I've been looking at the views, and it looks like the views have been going down on these articles throughout the week. So it's like. It feels like less and less people are actually, getting into the information side and just price hunting, engaging. I don't really, the price doesn't interest me at all. It's like, is there adoption? Is there integration? Is there advancements and stuff like that? Like, this is why I'm excited for Mining This drop to November, right?
Yes, November 11th.
My mom's birthday. All right, cool.
Yeah, it's after Futurist. In Miami.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that because I need to hear something coming that isn't politically driven, that isn't 401ks, IRAs, isn't a fucking government reserve. Give me something real, bro. That's really going to be like, oh shit, that's going to make price go up.
Yes, I hope so too. Yeah, especially with them being in Dallas, I would like to think that they would come up with something, a little bit like that, little cutting edge, little innovative. And we'll be able to check out the Dallas Club too. I'm hoping that the Dallas Club can do
yeah.
something with Mining Disrupt. I've been trying to connect them and tag them, in posts.
Yes.
So if Bitcoin Ben, if you're listening, get the Dallas Club to do something with Mining Disrupt. It'll be, I think, huge opportunity. And
Yeah, well, we got it with Rare
we
Evo
can get
in
you a
Vegas, so
discount
we'll
on the
do it.
booth. Yeah, we can get them
We'll
a
do it.
discount on the booth and stuff like that too.
We should definitely have a booth at Mining Disrupt, man.
Yes,
Absolutely.
100%. 100%.
Especially for like media. There was nobody at Mining Disrupt doing media. It was just us. We're like the only media people there ever.
Yeah, it was cool. Hell yeah.
All right. All right. What happened to the audio deleted account? I don't know, bro. I hope you're just trolling me because everything looks good on my end.
Deleted audio?
Deleted audio. Fuck.
No.
All right. So I'll wrap it up here, guys. Everybody have a night. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow night.
Strange
me and
space.
Bobcat will be in the spaces in the morning. If you can join us, Miggy, I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, wait. Here's a crazy thing. Solana news. Breaking. Solana hits 293 million tokenized stock volume in 1 month. More than all other chains combined. The hell is going on with
Solana
that?
is going to have an Ethereum moment, and this might be it. This could be Solana's ETH year, where it goes from hundreds to thousands and just doesn't go back. It really could.
When in doubt, DAO it out. Appreciate
But it's not,
you, bro.
again, it's not alt season. It will be. And in alt season, when it does come, you will see a few $1,000 Solana. It's inevitable. Oh,
Yeah.
deleted account said it was on his end, my end. Deleted audio, LOL. Yep, that's what happened, bro. All right, we're out of here.
All right,
Buy
peace out,
Bitcoin,
y'all.
ignore the lady, or buy Bitcoin, ignore the shitcoins in the red dress, and have a day.
Have a day. How do you do that one? Is that how you do it? Or is it that one?
Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Ken Bozak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Ken Bozak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Ken bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're 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 gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Ken Bozak.